we have talked about laundry a little bit and the way to do it. You put a load in before bed, you take it out first thing in the morning and put it in the dryer, set a timer for about 1 hour. When the timer goes off, you take out those clothes, you lay them flat or you fold them, remember? Okay, so now we are going to talk about what happens if you don't live alone. And there's a lot of people in that house, they all have clothes, they all use stuff, right? There's a lot of laundry to do. You are no longer doing everyone's laundry, no more. Okay, in our last video, we talked about taking a hamper, putting a hamper in each person's room. And if you have a significant other, then you have a hamper for you, a hamper for him, all right? Or a hamper for you, a hamper for her, okay? Now, if you do live alone and there is no one else but you, then you're going to probably find that doing one load a night is more than you need. So you're going to have to figure out how many days can you go so that you only have one load to do, okay? Maybe two, because the second load isn't going to matter that much because you don't really need them, right? So if you are all alone in your house and you have clothes in the hamper, if it's a full load, take them, put them in the washer, get them out of the dryer in the morning, and then look in the hamper the next morning. There's not enough for another load? Don't do it. It's okay. The next day, there's not enough for another load? You don't do it. But the next day after that, there probably will be. Now, I don't wash towels with my clothes because it turns out that it kind of gets pilly and lots of lint and stuff. So, you know, when you have to do laundry, it might turn out that there's some towels and sheets or something on the bottom because you're pulling out your clothes, right? Just do them as they come up, okay? But do them in exactly the same way. Before bed, then you wake up in the morning, okay? Now, you live with other people. You are no longer responsible for everybody's laundry that has to be done, okay? Each person gets a laundry basket for their room. If your child is old enough to stand in front of the washing machine and reach the knob, your child is old enough to do their own laundry, and you want to train them, okay? So you put a laundry basket in your child's room, and you tell them when you take off your clothes, if they're dirty, they go in the hamper, and if you can wear them again, then they get put away. Nothing gets dropped on the floor anymore. If they're in the shower and they took a shower and it's maybe the morning, they take off their pajamas, the pajamas leave with them from the bathroom. They either go in the hamper if they're dirty, in their room, or go back in the drawer if they can wear those pajamas again. They have a hook for their towel. They use their towel, it goes on the hook, either in their bedroom or in the bathroom. You decide. Now it's time to wash that towel, and you may need to tell them. You may need to say, you know, little Jimmy, it's the day that your towel needs to be washed, right? That might happen because maybe they're too young to really get how often a towel needs to be washed. But if they're older, they get it. 3 or 4 days, 5 days tops, that towel needs to be washed, okay? So if that's the day, they take the towel, they put it on their hamper for it to dry, and then they put it in their hamper. If they are old enough to grab the little handle or the little knob and pull it and turn and push it, they are old enough to do the laundry. You need to train them, and don't be mad at them, like, you know, they don't know how to fold or something, or they put blacks with white. You train them, okay? It's definitely worth it, and it's part of your job, right? When you had a child, part of the job description is to train them, to teach them, okay? So this is one of those things. After you're done with the training, it's over. It's not like you have to do it over and over again, okay? So you might have to do it with them at first. Don't think that, oh my God, my kid doesn't know. How could they know if they haven't learned, right? So take it easy on them, okay? Make this be a joyous occasion, a time that you actually get to spend with them, and something that when they grow up, they have a really fond memory of you with them doing laundry, right? In reality, all they want is us. So make it be something that is a wonderful experience, okay? Like going to the movies with them or something, because in reality, they don't care if they go to the movies with you or if they spend time with you making dinner, okay? So you say, okay, you're going to do your own laundry, or let's say it's a grown child, right? You still have to teach them, here's how you do it, okay? And what you need to do is give them a specific day, because if you don't, it'll really conflict with everybody else. So if you're putting a load in every night and every morning, well, that's kind of going to screw it up if they need to do it. So let's say they're going to do it every Tuesday, or they're going to do it every Thursday, or they're going to do it every Saturday. They're still going to do it the same way I'm teaching you, okay? You tell them, this is how you do it. You put it in before bed, you wake up in the morning, you put it in the dryer, set the time for 1 hour, do your morning stuff that you have to do before you go to school, and or whatever, say it's a Saturday, and they don't have to go to school, just do whatever you're doing in the morning. When that timer goes off, you take those clothes out, and you fold them, okay? So now, if it's during the week, during a school day, it might be difficult for them to fold them. There might not be enough time. They could take them out. They can lay them flat. You show them how. They can lay them flat, bring them in their room, lay them flat on their bed. They could do it when they get home from school. If they're going to do it on a Saturday when there's no school, or a Sunday when there's no school, then when they take them out, they fold them and they put them away. We've already dejunked their rooms. So one of the biggest problems with putting clothes away is there's no room in the drawers for anything, right? We've already dejunked their rooms. And if you hadn't gotten to that, you really kind of need to before you have them do their own laundry. You can have them do their own laundry, but it's not going to be able to get put away if there's way too much stuff in their dressers. So if you are getting them to do their own laundry before their room's been dejunked, then tell them, okay, fold your clothes and keep it in this basket, and we'll get to your drawers another day, right? Because they're going to need clean clothes. It's much better to have them in a basket and be able to, just pick out what they want than to have them in piles where they're wrinkled and all like, oh my gosh, I can't wear them, right? So there's that. Now, if you have grown children that you teach them once, that's it. Same thing, give them a day, all right? Maybe 2, okay? Maybe you'll give them on Friday and Saturday or something. Most likely they'll only need 1, all right? You've already dejunked their stuff. They shouldn't have so much, right? They only have 2 towels. So it's not like there's like this mound of towels to do. That isn't happening anymore. If you have someone who is a significant other, you're married, you're living with somebody, whatever, right? You make that decision, okay? If you're my age or in the area of the baby boomer age, you've kind of been taught that you take care of people. If you're the woman and the man goes out to work, you take care of him. In the Bible, I'm a real kind of Bible gal, right? So in the Bible, God describes or he compares human beings to eagles. Okay, it's a beautiful comparison because eagles are an amazing creature, and if you study eagles, you'll be like, holy mackerel. There is 0 predators. They are on the top of the realm of, like species. Okay, the only predator they really have are people with poisons, right? Otherwise, there's nobody that can screw with an eagle. Not one single animal. They are above them all right? And another thing about them is they also take care of their babies like their partners. One of them stays there and guards them. Say the man stays there and guards them. The woman goes out and she gets the food for them. She comes home and she stays there and guards them, and the man goes out, and they are equal partners, okay? You really do have to redefine what it is that you do and who it is that you are. If it is a blessing to you to do his laundry and stuff, then go ahead. It's okay, right? But if you find that you're doing everything and he actually gets time off after work, an entire weekend, and you never get a day off, then you need to kind of reassess this, right? And maybe give him a little talk and ask him, honey, can you please do your laundry from now on? Or, can you please help me out with laundry sometimes? A little something about this. My sister was an absolute 50s gal. I guess 50s is a little young. Okay, I was born in 61. She's 13 years older than me. And one day, she had an issue with her hip. Her hip went out. She was in pain. She was, I don't know, maybe she was probably in her late 30s, early 40s. And she said to her husband, Dave, would you mind please getting me the clothes from the basement? The washer and dryer was in the basement. He went downstairs. He got them. He was a military guy before this, right? He was in the military, in the Marines. He folded them and he brought them up. And they were folded like beautiful razor sharp corners. And she goes, Dave, why didn't you ever do this before? And you know what his answer was? You never asked me. That's what his answer was. A lot of the stuff we do is by programming. I'm not saying that your significant other, if he's like, 40, 50, well, I guess 40 is a little young, 50, 60, 70 years old, I'm not saying that he's going to be like all into it. I don't know. But I do know that we teach people how to treat us. And just because we've been treated a certain way for so long doesn't mean that that is the beginning and the end and we're stuck there forever. Now, we've already established that for now, you're just going to take care of you. We can't go in and delegate and ask people to do things if we don't got us together, right? So we're still getting us together. But when it comes to the laundry, this might be a nice time to begin to introduce helping out. Okay, so if you live in that environment where it might be a little difficult to, bring into the picture, this might be a nice way to kind of start it out. Honey, would you mind doing your laundry from now on? Or, honey, here's a basket of clothes. Can you please put them in the washer for me? See what I mean? It's not like we're, like these weak women or weak men or anything like that. We're going with years and years of conditioning and years of behaving a certain way. Sometimes it's going to take some time. Since you are not the only one that lives in that house, if that's the case, right? Everybody else wants it nice too. So you will be surprised how what you thought they never would comply to or want to do or be, that they suddenly will, okay? And you could bring it up to them. You could say, well, you always complain about the way things are. The only way to get this done, if we want to live in a decent house, this is the way that's done. This is the way it has to happen. So first you take care of you. And because everybody else really does want the house to be nice, they will come around. I promise it happens for everybody. That was a portion of my Tidy Tutor Masterclass. I'll have a little playlist here for the laundry. The next video is going to be about towels. If you are tired of being in a mess, take advantage of what I have available to you right now inside of the Tidy Tutor Inner Circle. The Tidy Tutor Masterclass is included, as well as more than a dozen workshops that you can go to anytime that you need them. We meet once a week live. Also, the doors are going to close soon. So if you're thinking about it, then click on the link, check it out, and hopefully I'll see you on the inside. Now, please, if you like this video, if I've helped you in any way, please leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to my channel. It will help me as I'm helping you.